dining in a luxurious restaurant in Italy was the lowest moment of my entire life. It was a lovely dinner, absolutely glorious, very Italian. Great food, great wine. It was terrific. I got there by plane, business class, of course. A taxi picked me up from the airport. It was beautiful from the outside. What was behind really broke my heart. I went to that dinner because I was management. I was one of the top managers in the company that I was working at the time. It was a great career success for me. You see, I was the only woman there, and I was the youngest. How terrific that for these exclusive meetings of management, I was invited to attend, invited to give my voice. What a progressive company of having a woman and a young woman in management. But you know what the meeting was about? Was about how to reduce cost in the reduction of the staff that we were facing. That still breaks my heart today because every single thing I consumed that day cost money and was directly connected to the compensation that these people were going to receive or not. I felt a terrible sense of guilt, a terrible sense of responsibility and shame for being part of a team that was not really considering the humanity of these people. But my pain went deeper than that, because this was a combination of years and years of investing my personal life. You see, I was born in Mexico and I was in the top management team of a European company. How did that happen? I learned my languages. I went to university. I went to business school. I spent my time investing in myself. I said yes to this project, to this other difficult project. I put myself forward for leadership positions. And my private life was a disaster. My health was a disaster. I didn't have a boyfriend or time to date. Of course, children, forget about it. Time to socialize was time to socialize with colleagues. It was not time to socialize. It was time to drink quite a bit. My life was an absolute disaster. I couldn't face looking at myself in the mirror. I really absolutely disliked what I saw. I stated it. I hate this picture. And the universe arranged everything for me so that that situation would stop. I was included in the group of people who were going to be gone. But yeah, after a few months I was gone. Well, I could have gone and looking for another job. Great CV. My studies, my languages, my experience. It's very easy to get another job, but my heart was telling me something else. You need to finally really test yourself. You need to become an entrepreneur. And in entrepreneurship must be something related to giving back. Because you see, from the side of my father, Everybody has been a business owner. Granddad, great-granddad, my dad. And from the side of my mother, everybody has become a teacher. So I have it in my veins. I have to be an entrepreneur sharing knowledge. But you see, coming from the corporate world, I had no clue how to do it. I spent several years transforming everything, not just my CV. Well, in fact, I stopped caring about my CV. I started caring about my life. I started caring about my legacy. I started questioning, well, what am I going to leave in this world? Just another project? Well-managed millions of euros? There must be something else and something more. And what I figured, my level of clarity at that time were meaningful conversations. And meaningful conversations carried me through a profound transformation because as soon as I left the corporate world and as soon as I left my life of just building a good CV, I started building a good life. I met my husband. I became a mother. And this is such a huge transformation because I did it in a very profound way, in a very sacred way. It was pure natural birth, no drugs, total full consciousness of what was going on. So can you imagine what a cocktail? Entrepreneurship, motherhood, and a true intimate relationship. That was huge transformation. Now the business is doing great. So what is that I do? Well, meaningful conversations are here to stay. That is the core of my business. I have conversations that are really meaningful for people. Either one-on-one or in groups. And what's the subject? Precisely what we're discussing right now. How we end up leading lives that do not represent our true worth, our true soul. How we lie to ourselves and pretend that everything is all right when our soul is shouting, let's get out of here. What I see with my customers is that there are two main problems with them. Number one is that they do not know what makes them so wonderful. I can tell you, I admire 100% of my customers. All of them are titans, are like big trees in this beautiful garden, and they cannot see it themselves. They don't see what is their transformational power that they bring to the world. All of them are healers. All of them have a powerful potion that brings balance to the environment they are. Or they need to be. Because precisely that, they do not realize that they can heal. Some of them are highly intuitive, and they don't even realize how intuitive they are. With this number one problem comes a second one together. If you don't know how wonderful you are, if you do not own what you are here to do in this planet, how can you communicate with the world? How can you ask for money for it? It's just unthinkable to talk about prices of something that you haven't realized how valuable it is. Do you feel touched by this story? Are you like me in the deepest, darkest moment of your career or life. No matter if you're a business owner or still stuck in the corporate world, I would love to talk to you because, this is what I do, meaningful conversations. Are you ready to have a meaningful conversation with me? Just contact me. Here in the website, you will find all kind of ways to get to contact me. Send me an email. I will be delighted to show you a new image in the mirror because you see, you're absolutely wonderful.